Today I have for you the ultimate reckoning Easter egg guide. From secret tools to step skips to boss fight, this guide has it all. So make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and let's get this. Alright guys, here we are on reckoning, and today I'm gonna show you how to basically never fail this Easter egg ever again and how to pretty much better optimize it and do it a bit faster. Today I'm gonna use the GPR assault rifle. This is one of the best fully automatic weapons in the game right now, and because we're fighting Richtofen, this thing is actually doing a fantastic job against him. I'm gonna put the loadout on the screen right now. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see this. I do have this in my top 5 weapons against Richtofen as well. And yeah, basically today I'm gonna show you everything you need to know about the Reckoning Easter egg, including a very nice tool that you can use to find out the codes for the Wonder Weapon room and the password for the Claus room as well. Without any further ado, let's get into this. First of all, what I like to do is actually stay in spawn and pass a few rounds. Usually I sit here until the first special round, and after I pass that first special round, I just start opening up the map. So I'm gonna skip up ahead and get this round progressed a bit. Alright guys, here we are for a special round. This is where we get the first arm for Claus, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Usually it's gonna drop in the first few zombies, but even if it doesn't, it's most likely going to drop until the end of the round. I know everybody says to actually shoot the arm of the bots, but actually just killing the bot will automatically drop the arm most of the time as well. Now that we're finished with the special round, what I like to do is open up the mutant research, because we can already grab an item and start the Easter egg straight away. Basically, you go up this is the Deadshot room, or the PhD room, whatever you want to call it. There we go, and we go right here next to the Mangler, pick up the injection, and now we continue to open up the map further. And while you are opening up the map, please make sure you are killing zombies as well. Now we are jumping across, and right here where double tap is and where Claus is being built, we are very quickly moving this mob bucket while killing zombies as well, of course. The reason I'm doing this is I'm moving this bucket and not the one in spawn because, well, this one is basically closer to the location we need to actually bring the head, and also I can pick up the head from here when I turn on Claus to bring him to the SAM trial. So basically I can fill the head soul box while I'm doing the SAM trial to basically make Claus move to the secret door. So right now we're killing some zombies, we're getting enough money. Basically whenever I leave Pack-a-Punch, I want to have Pack level 1, and I also want to have Juggernaut. There we go, kill zombies. Now let's continue moving the bucket, but basically I want to have Juggernaut because I'll go open up the Wonder Weapon room, and with the Wonder Weapon room opened, you need to fill in the cyst, and basically that can be a bit tricky and you could get hit a lot, so having Juggernaut will really help out. Let's get the legs and hands on. One location for the leg is going to be right there as soon as you come in the room. One location is going to be on the left side of that level 2 armor right here. One location can be right in front of this like destroyed box, just there. And the last location for the leg can be right here where they build like these robots right up on that corner. But right now we're continuing to open up the map. We're going to go to Pack-a-Punch. And when we get to Juggernaut, of course, I will buy this. And we're most likely going to need more money to Pack-a-Punch as well, because there's like one more door we have to blow up. So I'm just going to kill more zombies. I like to have only one zombie whenever I go to Pack-a-Punch, so I'll not really have a hard time shooting the crystals and everything. So we're going to like kill more zombies. And also I'm going to check out this trash cans, because, well, you never know when you get that legendary tool. With my luck, it's probably never going to happen because, like, yeah, it's so rare, but as I said, you never know when you actually get it. Let's kill up some more zombies. And also, while I'm opening up Pack-a-Punch and opening this door right here, I can also search for the first numbers for that password that we're going to use later on. One of them is going to be here. So we got 2. We only need to remember the number in front of the word. That's all. So we got 2. Another location is here. 5. Another location can be right here. Let's hit this trash can as well. We get some more essence. And then another location can be right here. And one more there. So here we got 4. So we got 2, 4, and 5. Basically, what I like to do is just put those in chat whenever I'm playing solo, and we're gonna remember those for a bit later on, because we're gonna use a very nice tool made by one of my members, Dark Ether Ghost, to actually get the code very easy. But now we can pretty much go into Pack-a-Punch. We have enough money to pack as well, so let's do this. Alright, we're gonna be in Pack-a-Punch. I'm gonna skip ahead a bit because right here everybody pretty much knows what they have to do is just turn on power right here and then shoot the crystals. Alright, we got Pack-a-Punch open. We can actually Pack-a-Punch to level 1 as well. Very nice, just like that. Let's keep one zombie alive. There we go. And now we gotta get that dead body down. So what I like to do is actually jump from the other side across that big bridge there. So jump straight up with 0 gravity and just like dodge this. And then just hit the dead body, interact with it, and we got the blood sample because we already picked up the syringe. Also, there's painting right there for the Etherblade Easter egg. I'm not gonna do the Etherblade Easter egg, but you know, you get 500 points if you put those like paintings down. I forgot about the one, a double tap, but that's totally fine. Also, whenever buying perks, unless you're using like a perkaholic or something, please try to buy Jog, PhD, and double tap as your first 3 perks. I know quick revive is gonna go in front, but in case you are losing your quick revive and you go down, your last 3 perks that are gonna have on you are gonna be Jog, PhD, and double tap, and these are like the most important in the Richtofen fight. But right now we're here. We need to open up the wonder weapon room and kill this guy as well. So what I like to do is turn this on, just like that, and go next to the Deadshot computer. So let's see what word we have. It just flashed, but I didn't really see it. I'm gonna wait for a second. Let's see the word. Come on. We got C. We only need to remember like the first letter of it. So we got C, and then we're gonna come right under the wonder weapon room to this second monitor right here. Let's see if we actually have a word or not. Sometimes you might not have a word, so we do have U. So we have C and U. So now, also we do have the Genesis, which we can kill, and we can open this. So we got C and U as the letters. We can either come here and actually solve this and search for it, but I'm gonna show you a better way. Basically what I said my body ghost made that, so let me just show it to you. It's called zombiesolver.com. Let me put it on the screen for you guys. There it is. So basically in here you can come down a bit and we put C and then we put U and then we put submit and we already get the code. So it's 0 to 9. So now we're gonna go back in game. So we go here and we have 0 to 9 and look at that, door is open. Now let's kill up our Mangler. Again, we're gonna shoot that hand of his. We're gonna try to keep that zombie alive because he can be a bit annoying. This guy, I don't know why, but it seems like he got a bit tankier than usual, but maybe it's just me. And there we go, he's dead. Now you can either pass the round. I'm also going to buy PhD right here because it's one of the most useful things whenever you're trying to fill that sys right there. So you can either pass a round to get a full round of zombies, or you can use this disciple to use the vermins he spawns in to actually get sucked in here. So basically we need to put in 3 vermins and 3 zombies. And because you have PhD, you can just slide into one of them. I don't think he was close enough, and then he's pretty much gonna get automatically sucked in there. Or if you are a bit afraid of that disciple right there, look at that, PhD into him, automatically goes in if he's close enough. If you are a bit scared of this guy, you can pretty much kill him, pass around, have a full round of zombies, and you can pretty much shoot the zombies, and most of them are going to transform into a vermin whenever you need vermins to go in there. So yeah, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Like, you can definitely get vermins in very easy as well. Or you can also use Molotovs to transform the zombies. Seems like Molotovs really helps out with transforming the zombies. Okay, we got a vermin right here. Do that. Man, they're transforming, so they're not getting sucked in, which is a bit annoying. So I am thinking of just like killing this guy right now. There we go, that's another one in. We need one more. Let me shoot some of these guys. There we go. Like, having the Disciple around can definitely be a bit annoying, but it's definitely, like, possible to open up this Wonder Weapon, like, at the very early round. Also, it's nice to wait a few seconds before you kill the vermin or before you slide into him, because there's a timer. There we go, we got all 3 vermins in. Now we need to get zombies in. There is going to be a sound cue whenever the zombie is processed, or whatever you want to call it. There we go, that's our first zombie in. We need 2 more. This is definitely one of the more annoying steps. But we haven't really passed around, which is good. But as I said, that Disciple can definitely be very, very annoying. Okay. There we go. And we need only 1 more zombie to be sucked in there. So let's hold on. Let me see if I can get that sound cue. Did you hear it? It's like, I don't know. It's like a different sound than usual. But there we go. We got all 3 in. What we're gonna do now is gonna pick up the cyst, just like that, and we're gonna jump 1 level down. So we're gonna go here, jump out to the mushroom place, because right now we have to kind of like take the life of this like mushrooms, or the health, flora health, whatever it's called. I don't know. There's like weird names. Also, a quick trick for this: do not have the cyst out. Hold the grenade while going here, and then whenever you see the health bar, you can just like switch back to your gun. You're not going to be able to ADS, but you are going to be able to reload, which is nice. Usually you can't reload. Right, unfortunately we pass around. I forgot to like keep one of the zombies alive, but that's totally fine. Also for this one we do the same. You can move left and right. Also keep in mind, don't stand in one spot, because this like mushroom is gonna like spit out things at you and it's gonna do damage. Also for this one, I like sitting on the computers right here. And when the zombies are coming in, I just go on the other side of the computers, just like that. Make the zombies like go on the other side and then just go here, so I can also like kill some of them, or then you make quick use of them as well. But there we go, we're ready with this. Now what we're gonna do is just go across. Just like that. And right now we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna wake up Forsaken. So what we do is this, turn that on, then go very quick. This is why I like to have PhD, because I can just like zoom across the room. I'll highly advise you guys have what's it called, double tap at this point to do a bit of more damage, but that's fine. So stay next to this. We're gonna break that, go downstairs. We need to make him zap our boy Claus right now. So we're waiting for him to come back. One of the shoulder pads is already done. I'm trying to shoot the other shoulder pad as well. He's gonna shoot. There we go. Claus is on. We can just run away now. We broke the second shoulder pad as well. Now we need to go upstairs. And we need to get him to sit on this like electric pad as well. So what I like to do, either he's coming from there or there, whenever he's jumping over the computers, that's when I jump down here. So he's gonna run towards me and he's always gonna go on the pad. Do not jump down after he jumps over the computers, because he's gonna jump to you and like pretty much jump over the pad. Now we just need to take this guy down, but there's actually a nice way of getting another arm from this boss fight. So what I like to do is just kill the first phase of this dude. It's gonna be a bit tough without double tap. That's totally fine though. Also be very careful of those like electrical attacks. They can be absolutely devastating. I really think that like these attacks are extremely overpowered. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't really have ammo left, but we do have enough money to buy some. His first phase is almost done. Let's finish him off. There we go. And now we are not fully killing him, because he can spawn in the Commander Clauses as well. So we're just gonna leave him a bit low HP. Also be very careful of his like charge attack. So we got the Clauses coming in, and we can shoot those guys. and they will actually drop us an arm. Look at that. We got another arm right there. Now we can pretty much just take down the guy. There we go. He's dead. He gives us some max ammo as well. Pick that up. Insert assist in. Pick up the arm. Wonder weapon is ready. Let's pick it up now. Perfect. Now what I like to do is open this up. You can do this before like waking up for second, but I like to do it after. There we go. You cannot cancel the animation anymore if you go next to the wall. They fixed that, so you have to actually transform now. There we go. ID confirmed. Ready. Now what I'm gonna do is go inside and finish up the password. So we're going here. The last number you're gonna need for the password is always going to be in here. So we go here and it's gonna be 1. So we had 1, 2, 4, 5. What we do, we pause the game, we go back on the code solver, and we choose the numbers from here. So 1, 2, 4, 5, and the code is gonna be 1452. Now we're gonna go back in game. So we got 1452, and perfect. Access granted. Very nice. Now we're gonna get out of here because we can actually do the rest of the steps now that we got the wonder weapon. So what I like to do is go across. We're gonna need some money to buy elemental, sorry, not elemental pop, but buy melee macchiato. But what I like to do is stay up here. We're gonna shoot that place right there to actually get the head out. That's the head. And now I'm gonna go to Pack-a-Punch room to get the charge shot on the wonder weapon. That blue version of the wonder weapon, basically. That blue shot that we need to open up the portal in Claus room. So let's go to Pack-a-Punch. Alright, now that we're here, we can start this like quantum verming step. So we go next to the computer right here where you turn on power. You see boost ready. You start it. And we're gonna have some special quantum vermin spawning in. There's like 5 of them. One there. One here. This can only be killed using the wonder weapon. So do not try to shoot them with your gun because they're gonna be immune. Kill them all. One there. To know if you shot all of them, as I said, there need to be 5. You can come up here to the computer again, and there's this like big number right here, and you see, if you see 1,000 right here, it means you shot all of them. If you kill a zombie, they worth 10 points. They're gonna add 10 points right there. Let me just kill a zombie. As you can see, 1,010. But the vermins do actually make you 200 points. So if you shot all 5, you're gonna have 1,000 points. Also, a lot of people are telling you to get more kills in here to actually fill up that so you can finish the step. That is not true. You can just run around and pretty much just wait for this step to be over. And then whenever this turns blue, you can interact with it and you're pretty much ready with the charge shot. You don't necessarily have to pass around basically or kill like 10 zombies, 15 zombies, whatever. You can just kill the 5 vermins and then just run around the room until it's done. Now what we do, we go inside here, and we're gonna have to actually shoot the portal. Make sure you don't miss, because then you'll have to do that step again. You'll have to pass around in order to restart that step. There we go. Portal is opened. Now we need to get the head and get the purple brain in here. So what we do both of them at once. We're gonna go across and we're gonna jump down to that mushroom place. We also need a bit of money to buy melee macchiato, so we're probably gonna progress around. There we go. We jump down here. Basically, we need to open up this using melee macchiato, but this is gonna be like 3,500. So we're gonna pass around very quick. We got the head right here. We can pick this up already, and I'll skip a bit ahead until I get the money. There we go. We got enough money. We'll buy this. Let's break this open now. Pick up the brain. And now we have to get back to Claus very quick to that special room right there. So we'll take the teleporter across. We have the head on us already. So what we can do is already put the head in the bucket. Unfortunately, we didn't like fill it with water, but that's fine. Put that hand there. I'll show you how to actually get the sprinklers to come on as well. We're gonna need to go back there anyway, so that's totally fine. At least we have both items on us. Go in here, very fast and put the purple brain in. You do have plenty of time to actually get them in, but there is a possibility you might actually lose it. So yeah, make sure you're as fast as possible. Also, if you like go between the teleporters too fast, you might have a cooldown, and that will actually make it so you lose the purple brain, and then you have to pass around to get another one. But basically, to get that filled with water, you take a Molotov or anything like that, throw it at that wall, because there's like a smoke detector right there, and look at that. It's filled with water, and now that thing is right there. Claus is turned on as well, and now all we have to do, well, is progress around in order to make Claus move from there. And also, while we progress around, we can actually fill up that head as well. But in case, for example, you have only one zombie in the round, which is like very recommended, you can just kill that one zombie, you can pick up the head with you, and then we're just gonna go do the sand trial with Claus, and we're gonna have enough zombies there in order to fill this up. I think you need 30 kills, if I'm not mistaken, in solo, maybe 40. Also, we can do this very quick. I do have melee macchiato, so I kind of like broke it, unfortunately. But let's pick up that head. You cannot sprint while you have this like cleansed head, so be very careful not to get crowded by zombies. Right, is he gonna move, or are we gonna have to sit here for an extra round? I think we might have to sit here for an extra round. I don't know, it's very weird the way this Claus works. Usually, like, he moves the first round. Sometimes I have him move after like 3 rounds for some reason. It's just very odd the way it works. It's based on how fast that SAM trial is actually spawning upstairs. We had a SAM trial earlier in a different location, and maybe that one didn't disappear fast enough. But look at that, we actually filled the head, which is nice. So we can actually take this there. Let's kill this guy, let's pass this round very quick. There we go. Alright, Claus, you're gonna move now, buddy. If it says on screen that there's a SAM trial in dark ether containment, that means Claus is actually going to move. And he's not going to move because we do have a special round. Okay. But he might actually move, although it's a special round. Let's see. We definitely overstayed here. We should have been on the final step of the Easter egg by now. That's totally fine though. Let's pass this round very quick. There we go. Do not lose this head. Keep in mind you can like drop him on the ground by mistake and he's gonna roll around and you might lose him. We're gonna need to progress rounds anyways to get enough salvage, essence and all that kind of stuff to upgrade our weapons and get perks. So you see, SAM trial, dark ether containment. We can actually move now. Keep in mind you need to stand next to him while you're doing this. If you run away or something, he's not gonna move. There we go. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna drop the head in the middle right here so he will not annoy me while I do this. Okay, we just have to kill in the location now. This is very easy. 40 kills. Maybe we get a purple too, that would actually be nice. But basically after this we have only one step remaining is the Easter egg. Very careful because there's a lot of zombies in this small area right here. I should have grabbed level 2 armor by now. There we go. This is done. Pick this up. Let's see what we get in the reward. And we get Vulture's Aid. Okay, I'll definitely take that. Alright, we can pick up the brain now. Or the head, whatever that is. And bring it to where Claus is sitting. Because we already opened up the door, Claus is already on the computer there, and we're pretty much almost on the last step. So we go inside here, open this up, and we're gonna take the head and put it in this portal right here. Keep in mind you cannot put this head in until you have the purple brain in and Claus in this room. So even if you've done the head step first, you cannot put it in. If you try to put it in, it's most likely going to teleport you to the teleporter and you might lose a dying wish if you don't have the purple brain in. Having the purple brain in, I've seen the portal doesn't do damage to you if you go through it, but not having that purple brain there, when you go through the portal, it actually loses a dying wish for you, if you have dying wish, or it might just get down. Now, we need to pick up these vacuum seal devices, pokeballs, whatever you want to call them. I like to pick one from that Claus room right there, and then I'll go across in director's office because there's a lot of purple items there. So what I like to do is search for one here, right there, just like that. Bam, pick that one up. And also we have another one of these things here. Pick that up, and then throw it there. Very nice. After this, I like to go downstairs to where PhD is, because there's another location or another vacuum device here, right in front of PhD. Right there. And there's going to be a purple item. Not here. Right there. And there's another item like this. There's another purple item and another vacuum device in Speed Cola room or in the mushroom place. But I never can find that purple item there. Like, I always search for it forever. So I just like to go to spawn because there's like only a few locations for it. The vacuum device is going to be in this red room right here. And then we're going to have the purple item right here. And boom, just like that. We are literally on the final step of the Easter egg. I'm going to buy a quick revive as well. And also I'm going to show you a quick way to actually skip most of that final step lockdown that you have to do. So we need to go back to Claus. And here we are. We go here to this device, insert the vacuum devices in, and we're gonna start this now, this lockdown. You're gonna have to listen for the siren sounds and for the red lever, interact with them, but you can actually, after you finish the first lever, you can actually interact with the ones that are not like flashing red early to make the other ones activate as well. And look at that, we finished this thing in like 20 seconds. Usually it takes around a minute until like one by one they turn red, but actually if you do it like this you can finish it so fast. But pretty much we're ready for the boss fight now. Look at this, round 13. We could have done this a bit earlier, but Claus didn't want to move, unfortunately, because of that SAM trial. But even though we're ready, of course we're gonna pass a lot more rounds so we can get our weapons upgraded and everything. I'm gonna go do the sharpshooter to get pack 2 for free and epic tool for free as well. So, I'm gonna get ready and see you guys towards when we're ready for the boss fight. So, I'm gonna get ready for the boss fight and see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm pretty much ready for the boss fight. I need to buy Depth Perception. I'm not gonna buy, I need to buy Deadshot, sorry, I don't need Depth Perception. Now I need to set up the free full power and free insta-kill. You're gonna need C4s for this, so you can craft some. Throw a C4 exactly on this metal bar right here in front of Deadshot, and right there is a free full power. When it comes to kill streaks, you can pretty much bring with you a death machine. This is pretty much the best thing you can bring. Also, a sentry gun is pretty okay as well, but death machine is gonna, you know, be a tiny bit better if you're not using the ether shot strategy in the phase 1 as well. Also, I'm gonna get a free max ammo, which is gonna be right up there above where you beat Claus. There we go. And now we're gonna set up the free insta-kill as well, so you definitely need 2 C4s. You can activate both at the same time and it will give you both power-ups. So we put it right there. Very nice. And right now we are pretty much ready for the boss fight. I did take with me Cryo Freeze ammo mod. I think this is the best. You also do extra damage against the Claus cores and everybody that's in there, or the Commander Clauses and stuff like that. And also I do have with me smoke grenades as well, because they're pretty much acting like ether shot against Richtofen, so it's definitely gonna make things a bit easier. But there we go. We're gonna hit F12 to hit Sam. I don't know what's it gonna be on console, to be fair. But be very careful not to detonate that C4 that you put in, because you're gonna lose that free full power and free insta-kill. Also, you can bring with you some gobblegums if you want. I will highly advise you guys bring, if you want gobblegums, of course, to bring a power keg, which will give you a free full power. Arsenal accelerator to maybe get your field upgrade faster in between rounds, in between the immune phases, and also maybe an insta-kill. You could also bring with you a perkaholic, of course, or raindrops to like give you insta-kill and full power again, but that one's not really mandatory, because you have smoke grenades in case you need a bit of extra damage. But now we're gonna do the soul boxes. This one's gonna be pretty straightforward. We just have to kill zombies next to these things right here to fill them up. I think it's like 10-12 kills per soul box. There's like 3 of them. Also keep in mind that on this level you do have an arsenal machine, so you can upgrade the rarity of your weapon if you want. On the next level, we do have a crafting table, so you can get a kill streak if you want. There we go. Build this up. I really like this build up they have for the boss fight. I really wish they would do something like this for the future of Black Ops 7 as well, because you know, it's cool not to get straight in the boss fight. Yeah, you do have to like go through all these levels and stuff like that. I think it like makes a bit for a better play, more immersive and stuff like that. But I've got, again, like you're barely killing any zombies. They could make it a bit more interesting, I guess. There we go. This one is almost done. You have to wait for them to be like purple to be in range, basically. That should be it. Yep. Whenever Sam is going to start talking or Richtofen is going to start talking, you know it's done, so you can pretty much leave. Also, on these levels, it's very nice to actually get points, because you might need to buy ammo once or twice, depending on what weapon you use. This one has like quite a few bullets, but you do burn through them pretty fast. Also on this level, you do have the crafting table, as I said, and if you are after round 25, keep in mind, after round 25, you can actually have a Wonder Fizz as well. If you're under round 25 when you get here, you're not gonna have the Wonder Fizz here, unless you're doing directed mode. Also, you can leave one of the crystals alive, do not shoot it, and you can like place down some sentry guns in that platform to pretty much have like 2 sentry guns and a death machine with you whenever you go in the boss fight. But I do have a different like video for that. It's a pretty cool strategy where you use Ether Shroud in phase 1 as well and pretty much beat the boss in like under 3 minutes. But there we go, we're done with this part as well. Let's go up to the boss fight now. First phase is not going to be very hard, it's pretty straightforward. We just have to beat basically an Uber Claus that is a bit more tanky. So shoulder pads need to be destroyed in order to do the most amount of damage. For this, double tap, absolute goated perk. Make sure you have that with double standard on. Double standard is an absolute must augment for this. I like to start the thing with the death machine to basically destroy one of the shoulders, do a bit of damage to the second one. Watch out to this attack. Like those energy orbs do a ridiculous amount of damage. But there we go. Very, very good. Now we're just gonna do a lot of damage. I'm curious, now that we're around 23, are we gonna get an Uber Claus spawning in towards the end of the phase? I have no idea. As I said, you do burn through ammo pretty quick with this gun. Also, you can have this like Claus, commando Clauses explode, like self-destruct next to him. And they actually do pretty decent damage to him. So if you get a chance to do that, you can definitely go for it. Also, if you manage to self-explode a Claus core next to this guy, I've seen people take away like more than half of his health with that. Never managed to make it happen, but pretty cool that it's there. There we go. Make sure you have your Ether Shroud ready by now. Otherwise, do not go in the second phase if Ether Shroud is not ready. So, stay around and kill zombies until you have it charged up. I don't know if it's me or this like weapon does less damage than usual. I don't think it does though, because on second phase it's like just under 1,000, but the fire rate just makes it so good. There we go. Do we have an Uber Claus? I don't see an Uber Claus. Maybe? Oh yeah, there is. Never mind, he's there. This is why I told you guys to get the Cryo Freeze, because you have all these robots that are weak to Cryo Freeze, so you can like take them down so much faster. Also, before you go to phase 2, please take out that guy, the Uber Claus, because he can be extremely annoying. Alright. The aimbot is real with this guy, so definitely try to like stay away from them as much as possible. There we go. Very nice. Let's get some of this ammo, not waste money on ammo all the time. Very, very good damage. Whenever you're almost done with him, try to bring him in the middle. Is like the best place to start the second phase, be in the middle. There we go. Wait for him. Pop your Ether Shroud. Detonate that free full power and free insta kill. And now we just do a lot of damage. I think phase is almost done, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm not gonna waste another ether shell for that. I'm just gonna use one of the smoke grenades that I have. So right now I'm just gonna get some of this back. There we go. I missed a few bullets right there. That's why I guess I messed it up a bit. I'm gonna throw a smoke there. Get in the smoke. Never mind. He's immune. Yeah, we did enough damage while he was going up and he came down just to go away. That's why I didn't want to use another ether shot. And basically we have another charge for phase for the next phase, which is awesome. So right now we just kill zombies, or you can just run around wherever you want to do. But for example, if you didn't have a charge, you could pretty much use your full power gobble gum, or you could like use Arsenal Accelerator to make it even faster. I'm using the Fatigue upgrade on augment on Vulture's Aid, so it creates some of those thin clouds sometimes when you kill a zombie like this one, and if you stand in it, it's gonna charge your field upgrade. I think it gives you like 15-20% whenever you sit in one of these, and they drop pretty often, so you can get your field upgrade faster. Like, you don't necessarily need gobble gums. If I'm not mistaken, you have enough zombies in between the immune phases to charge up your field upgrade once. Also, make sure you guys are using extension. Double charge for ether shot is not gonna be that good. It's a very long animation to pop shroud. You cannot ADS while you do it, and you know, extension just goes away so freaking quick. All right, do not stand under him when he comes down. Whenever he hits the ground, pop ether shot, and now it just rain down fire on him. Reload is not the best on this gun. That's why I like to use maybe the DM10 or Maelstrom or something like that. He's almost dead though, so I don't want to pop a shroud. He's like stuck there. I don't know what's he doing. I'm just gonna wait for him to get closer to me. I do that. And then I get in the smoke and I can see his jetpack. And there we go. With the last bullet. Perfect. Like, this is doable without ether shot as well. I do have a video on the channel where I beat him without any ether shot or without any gobble gums. Very fun fight. But it seems like Vulture doesn't drop smoke grenades that often in this boss fight for some reason. Like, compared to normal rounds, for example. But nonetheless, like, ether shot just makes things so much easier. Alright, there we go. Let me sit in this. Look how fast we're charging the field upgrade. Like, even if you just stand in it, it will still charge. Getting kills as well is just gonna make it even faster. There we go. Be very careful to this explosive that he like put down. Try to like take them down. Also, the shock charges are gonna be the absolute worst, because sometimes they last forever. That time didn't. And also, I've seen a big mistake with this part right here when it comes down and drops bombs. This is a fake. Do not pop your ether shroud on this first drop. He always like first drops down and then is the actual damage phase. So he comes down, pop shroud. Now we just absolutely destroy him. I reload. And we should be good. His reloading is wander off. And there we go. We got him. Like, ether shot just makes this so much easier. Let's debug. But there we go. Also, whenever he goes up as well, do not stand under him. Like, when he comes down and goes up, do not stand under him. Also, keep an eye on the minimap, because some people tell me, how do you know where he comes down? Well, if you look at the minimap, you see a big boss icon. And you can see when he comes down. But there you go. This is how you can do the Easter egg very early on, get the boss fight done very easy. This is basically the ultimate guide that you can have. I'm going to put the link for that tool in the comments, in the description, so definitely make sure you use it. Big shout out to Ghost again for creating it, absolute goat. And yeah, smash the like button, subscribe for more content, let me know what you want to see next, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.